So the last couple of nights, I've been watching old Swag Yelt videos. For those of you that don't know, I have been running Swag Yelt for 5 years, and the reason that I only have 750 subs is because, well, this is the fourth Swag Yelt. I always stop making videos and I come back, and I've been going and watching the videos of when I first moved to Houston. And the crazy thing is that everything's documented. So I'm reminiscing literally the things that I did. I'm like, oh my God, yeah, like that happened. I met Cody, like I met Mike. I met this British dude that was 6'4", had an accent, and it was kind of weird too because he was there from England, and we just like were talking and having a great time, and like girls were hitting on him and stuff, and he was just nice, man. I guess they're really nice over there in England. I've never even been, or I've never really like had a friend over there, but like I'm just watching these videos and seeing and hearing about things that happened, and it's like, oh my God. And it almost feels like a Netflix series about my life. And obviously it's not entertaining enough to get onto the big screen or anything like that. But man, I was 24 years old, moving halfway across the country without my friends and without my family, on my own, paying rent, paying bills, just like everyone else in America and or all around the world is. And I've just really, really missed Houston. Man, Houston means everything to me. If it wasn't for Houston, I never would have been able to chase my dreams. Like to this, like my first sponsorship in December was because of Houston, the Houston Rockets. I mean, just being in the city felt like home. And unfortunately, well, not even unfortunately, but because I'm very, very blessed to have been able to move back home and be able to reset. But I did lose everything. I lost my apartment. I don't have a car right now. Now, albeit I did get a check for it from the other guy's insurance, but still, it's like just sitting here and on a Friday night again and again, not really having friends, not obviously having any women, which is I don't really care about that because there's bigger concerns right now. It's like friends and relationships and finances and stuff like that. But every single weekend, I was out with my friends in Houston and having a good time and making memories, man, that are gonna last a lifetime. And everything went so wrong. And again, like people don't know me. I'm Swaggy Yell. They know me as Swaggy Yell, the guy that does this and that. But I'm glad that I failed. And the reason I say that is because I had to make adjustments. I had to adapt. AI is very advanced and you have to be able to work around that. And I figured out a way to do that. And I feel that my floor is higher than ever because there was months when I lived in Houston where I was making less than $2,000. And the reason for that is I didn't have sponsorships. I didn't have Facebook, Instagram. Like I didn't have any versatility. It was ad revenue. To put that into perspective, 10,000 views on YouTube would pay me precisely $50, maybe $60 if I'm lucky, but that's kind of pushing it. And you get like 10,000 views is not nothing. Like we're so accustomed to millions and millions of views because that's what we get recommended on YouTube and stuff, more than likely for the majority. But I mean, if you're getting 10,000 views a video, I mean, you're doing something right. You can make a living off of that because do the math on that, man. I mean, I'm saying at least 10,000, but not 10,000 every single time. But it's like, yeah, if you're making a video at maybe a couple videos a day, I mean, yeah, you're chilling, man. Maybe you have multiple channels, but I wasn't getting 10,000 views every single video is kind of the thing. And yeah, I had to go to my savings, and then it got so bad to where I had to freaking get a roommate, and the roommate screwed me over. So yeah, I mean, again, like there was a lot of good in Houston, there was a lot of bad, but me bringing in roommates that didn't pay me is actually my fault because they should have been trustworthy. And then me not making the money I needed to in Houston is on me as well because I didn't make adjustments. And I could have door dashed, I could have gotten something on the side, but I didn't. I kept partying, and as much as I had the best nights of my life doing that, that's why I'm here, right? And stuff like that. And I mean, there's a whole nother incident that I could get into the last couple of months with gambling and things like that. But what I've realized is that, and I know it's a cliche, but nobody's going to hand you anything in life, especially as a man. If you want that lifestyle, if you want that crib and that car and that girl, you got to work your ass off every single day to get to it. And it's taken me so long to say this. Like, even when I was in Houston for the majority of the time, I didn't even feel this way. But back when I was in college, so when I was 22 and 23 years old, towards like the end of college, man, I had my shit together. I was disciplined because I was going to class Monday through Friday. I had 5 classes and I did YouTube, right? And I was going out. So it was like I had all this stuff to do and I didn't have time to gamble. I didn't have time to fap. I didn't have time to mess around. And yeah, the more time you have, like the worse things kind of become. Like if you have too much time in your hands, that's a huge problem. So what I've done is I've ramped up Swag Yelp. My views have not been good lately, but that's because I don't cry about women. Like, oh my God, she didn't text me back. She goes to me. Bro, I don't care. Now, don't get me wrong. Tomorrow will be a video about women. So like, I don't want to be a hypocrite. But right now I am focused on my finances and I'm focused on getting back to Houston. And I know my mom texted me a couple of days ago and she's like, why do you love Houston so much? Like, why do you want to go there? And like, people don't realize, man, that Houston's everything to me. I mean, if you're paying attention to this video, you're listening, you would know that. But back when I was working as a cashier at Staples, the office store, making $11 an hour, I was making YouTube videos. I hated my coworkers because they were so rude and they didn't want to be there. And I remember I made a video. And shout out to Freddie, bro. Freddie was an asshole, but he actually I have never even told this story. I haven't thought about this story in years. But I made a video, and in the first day, I think it had like 1,000 views. It was like it was doing so shit. And I told Freddie, I was like, should I delete this? And he's like, nah, man, just leave it up. The next day, it had 30,000 views. And then my next couple of videos, 10,000 views, 20,000 views. And I was up so late working on videos. And then I had to be up at 5 a.m. for Staples. Now, I'm not going to sit up here and lie and bullshit you. I worked part-time. Like, I rarely actually worked. I was in school and stuff like that. But, I'm in a very luxurious situation to where my family does help me out in college and stuff like that. And if I need it, well, of course, his family's everything. A lot of people don't have that, but so it's like I didn't really work much, but whenever I did, I just absolutely dreaded it. And then it got to the point where I was like, yeah, I'm not coming in again. And I feel bad for Mike, the manager, because he's actually a really good dude. But I just woke up on my friend's couch one night, like 5 a.m., and I was like, Mike, I'm not coming into work. And then again, I'm not, like, the next week is like, yeah, I'm not coming into work. And then that was it. And yeah, I mean, that was the start of the Houston Rockets YouTube channels. Like, random people clicking on this video aren't going to know like the context or know the story. But if for some peculiar reason you do, I mean, those were like, I was literally so popular. I'm talking about thousands of people tweeting about me, like viral type of content. And like, even when I moved to Houston, like I would have guys coming up to me at the gym and guys coming up to me at the club. And it makes sense. It's like I'm a Houston Rockets, stuff like that. Like guys that are 6'3", like jacked, and like with girls that are like I wouldn't even be able to talk to because I'd be so freaking petrified. And it's like coming up and like saying hi and stuff, like, yo, you're that YouTube dude, right? Like, and then at the club, like offering me drinks and bottles and sections and stuff. And now when I say that, I'm kind of exaggerating because that happened maybe like 4 times in like 2 years, but make anything to make myself feel better, I guess. But yeah, I did get some free sections and stuff like that. But I mean, it just felt good, bro. Like literally going from $11 an hour as a Staples cashier to a YouTuber, a go-to YouTuber for one of the biggest markets in literally the country, in Houston. And then I moved to Houston, and the Rockets, well, they finished in last place. And then the year after that, my second year in Houston, so no, 2023, the Rockets were in last place. 2024, The Rockets were a play-in team. I think they ended up losing. And then the year after that, they were the 2 seed, and that was my last year in Houston. So that's why I am obsessed with Houston, and I think about it. I've been thinking about it every single day. The issue is that, again, and it all comes back to me. The issue is that I am in a very volatile. I don't know why I always say volatile career in YouTube. And what that essentially means is that I don't know what the hell I'm going to make. And when you lock yourself into a year-long lease, it's not just the rent. Like, I feel like a lot of people are like, yeah, man, like I got to pay rent. I mean, you do, but you also have to pay utilities. You got to pay for groceries. I mean, if something kind of goes wrong, I mean, you just never know. Like, you're on your own, man. I mean, it's so easy to just live here with my family and stuff like that. I know they got my back, but like when you're in the real world, man, shit gets tough, bro. Shit gets real quick. And absolutely, everyone's paying bills. Like, I'm not saying that, but as a YouTuber, and that's what I alluded to a couple of videos ago about why I'm not getting a job. But if you don't want to get a job, well, you sure as hell better have some savings, because I just got my 3-month suspension ends on March 10th, which is really like right around the corner. I mean, that's not next week, but the week after that, like early week. So crazy, right? But yeah, I mean, I made it from January 2023 to April of 2025. And that was with no sponsor, no Instagram, no Facebook, and then partying anywhere from 2 to 3 days a week. Friday, Saturday, I was always partying, and then it literally actually would extend into Sunday. Like, my friend would come over, and then we'd go back downtown again, and it was a 30-minute drive to downtown because I was actually in Katy. I've never lived in Houston, which is the thing. So that has me extremely optimistic, because if I lasted 2 years, like, I feel like I learned from my mistakes. And another mistake was that I was very generous, like buying drinks for friends and buying an Airbnb. And my friend got his car towed a couple of times for bad parking, or like illegal parking rather. And I just would pay it for him, and he didn't even have the money to do that. And that's a story for a different time. But yeah, my friend would always drive us. Like, we'd go out drinking and stuff, and I'm not condoning that, obviously. Like, I'm completely against that. It's not worth it. Uber's the move. But we weren't in Houston, right? It's easier said than done if you could just kind of walk and stuff like that. But yeah, we were just that's what it came. Then we get food after, right? So it wasn't just Friday. It wasn't just out drinking. It's like, let's get food after, So yeah, eventually that's just how I lost everything. And then to that point, my last few months in Houston, I had enough money to literally pay the bills and then buy alcohol, and then to go out with my friend. And my friend knew that I was struggling, so he was the one on the other side this time, kind of buying shots, stuff like that. And yeah, I mean, it was cool, but like, what the hell was I really thinking? And I know it probably sounds like I was addicted to alcohol. I disagree. I mean, if you think that, that's cool, but like, I know what an addiction is like, because I just went through it the last couple of months, where it literally was like I was just sitting there without it, like, just like my brain couldn't handle the not having the dopamine. But it was like I had some drinks, like I was blacking out, and I'd go out and have fun and dance. Like, that's just fun. But it's like an addiction is like, man, I mean, it took everything out of me to be able to stop doing it. And now it's like I don't even think about it. And I honestly, I was scared. I was scared that this would not go away anytime soon. And thankfully it did. It's kind of the thing. But I'm not in a logical spot to where I can move to Houston. I have my sponsorship money for 2 more months. YouTube resumes in March 10th, and that's if I get accepted back in, which I should. 3 new monetized channels, so we're up to 8 monetized channels. Instagram is completely screwing me over, which is nothing new. Back over the summer, they sent me an application to monetize. It glitched out, and then it came in 2 weeks ago, give or take. And I filled it out, and I haven't heard from them. And then I it out again a week later because I was like, that's bullshit. I was like, how does it take them a week to figure this out here? And then I went back in to see, and it wasn't there. So, and that's $5,000, up to $5,000 in your first 3 months, and then obviously you're monetized for the foreseeable future. So, as a creator, that's life changing money, right? But I need other ways to make money, man. I was super optimistic about Facebook. Like, bro, this sounds so bad, but I think I made $250 off Facebook this month. In a month, it's February 26th, well, 2:14 a.m. The reason it was only that low, well, for one, I mean, 100,000 views is, if you're lucky, $5. Like, it's chump change. But it's also because I missed my bonuses: 83 bonus, 60 bonus, 60 bonus, 29 bonus, and I missed them by a couple thousand views. And it's just devastating. So I'm sitting here at 2:14 a.m. and I'm watching old Houston videos because I miss it so much. And I'm working on a list of ideas. And I completely forgot to tell you guys what I was saying earlier. But yeah, you know how I mentioned earlier that I've been doing something that I didn't even do in Houston. And that's being up at 2:14 a.m. and grinding and like not wanting to sleep. And this is where my accident, and I got turns. This is ridiculous, man. It's just so bright. I'm wearing these glasses for the first time for like a while because I'm trying to protect my eyes because I'm on a computer so much. And it's helped, man. My grandparents got me this for Christmas, but like I asked for it, but man, I don't know how I went years without using these, man. They've been life changing, and it's not a sponsor or anything, but yeah, like I was saying, I digress. The accident was a blessing and a curse. It was a curse because now I don't have a car and I can't go anywhere, but it was a blessing because I don't have a car and I can't go anywhere. So what am I going to do? I'm going to stay home and I'm going to work. And for those of you that, well, technically I contradicted myself because I said that I was about to say that like I don't watch Netflix or shows. Like I've been watching my own show, my own documentary apparently of Swaggy Ult. I mean, I'm not gonna say I do that all the time. Like I've been watching a video a night, a 10-minute video a night, right? So it's like I watched one video and here I am making this video. But I want to make it clear to you guys that, I think about Houston all the time. I have a Discord server I have two Discord servers. One has about 270. The other has Swaggy Ult. One has 217. I think 215. I think two people left. Screw you guys. But, my audience, I'm not going to say my fans, my friends, because I don't think I have that type of relationship. I don't consider people to be fans. Like, that's an audience, right? My community. They want me to get to Houston just as bad as I do. And the reason is because when I was in Houston, I had friends to hang out with. I did better with dating. Like, I had a place. But the thing is that I took it for granted. Because when I moved to Houston, I was focused on the wrong things. I wasn't focused on long-term growth. I was focused on how can I have as much fun as possible? How can I meet random women every single weekend and I don't even know any of their names? Like, I'm being dead ass, bro. Like, when I go and I pull up my phone and I look at the girls that I have videos with dancing and drinking with, taking shots, like, I don't even know their names. And it wasn't because I was blackout drunk. I wasn't. I just don't remember their names because it didn't lead to anything, right? It's kind of the thing here. So, and some girls bought me drinks. Like I had girls walk up to me and like be like, "Hey, like I got you a shot," which is really sus. But I was like, "Thanks." It's like I remember one of my last nights in Houston, a girl did that. She brought me a shot, and then I like wanted to kiss her, and she's like, "Oh, so you want a shot and a kiss?" And then we kissed, right? And I wasn't getting free drinks by girls, but like, bro, I was meeting girls every single weekend, and it was fun. Like girls want to have fun. Isn't there a song that goes, "Girls, they want to have fun," or something like that? I feel like that's like a really famous song, but that's the truth, bro. Like if you're having fun with a girl, I mean, that's like literally the best thing you can do. It's like they say, don't be boring. Like you could be literally the best guy, but if you're boring, like you don't even have a chance. So that's what was happening is I was having a good time, man. But the reason I was having a good time is because, well, I wasn't doing anything in life, man. Like to that point, I wasn't even going to the gym. I wasn't even, or actually, was I? No, I don't think I was. I think I stopped maybe like early January last year is when I stopped. I was consistent, but then I wasn't. And then, yeah, man. So not going to the gym. I mean, I wasn't working on YouTube like I should, and it just was a nightmare, man, is kind of the thing. And I don't like to make excuses, but I will say that I did try to get a roommate to save money, but it only made things even worse, is the thing. Like, I always wonder, I don't know, he might be watching this, but I'm not gonna lie. Like, I always wonder what would have happened if I didn't do that. Would anything have changed? I always tell myself it wouldn't have. I don't think I would have had like a higher ceiling because of it, but I think that maybe my floor would have been kind of better. Who knows to this point? But all I know is that I needed to be humbled, man. Like, I needed to have to move back home out of my apartment and stuff like that. And I would love to be like, yeah, in April, man, it's my 1 year anniversary of leaving Houston. Like, I'm going back, man. Let's do it. But it's just not gonna happen. I mean, I don't have the money to be comfortable in Houston. In April, I'll have probably, it's 2 a.m. Sorry, but in April I'll have probably $2,000 or $2,000. Oh my god, that I need to go to bed, bro. I'm at 5 more minutes. And I'm getting out here. In April I'll have about $10,000. Now, if I get into the Instagram Breakthrough bonus program, then that number will be higher. If I have a very good month in March, now again, I'm missing the first 10 days at least of March, but I could still make thousands of dollars in half a month because March is a very good month for football, for agency. And then obviously, like, the combine's going on right now, and then the draft is in April, but it's like there's content. That's the thing. There's definitely content. So there's a lot of ifs, and that's kind of my point, is that before I move to Houston, I want savings, and there can't be ifs. Bro, I look like, I guess I do have big ears, but sorry, I got bullied when I was younger for having big ears. Best, bro. Look at these ears. Come on. The older you get, like, the less you really care about any of that shit. It's like people will make fun of me in the comments. You just realize that, like, people are just insecure and they just want to feel better about themselves. But that's completely off topic. But yeah, man. I mean, where was I? Hopefully, you guys are enjoying this video, man. This is like, I'm not making a video at 2 a.m. for at least for a while, because I don't even, bro. Like, I played basketball for at least 3 hours, bro. Like, I was so exhausted, and literally, like, everyone left but me. They're like, "Yo, like, when are we stopping?" They're like, "This is crazy." I was like, "Nah, man, we got to keep going, man. Like, let's go." Like, I was just so amped up and stuff like that, but. I genuinely don't even know where I just was when I was talking, but I guess I'll end it on this, man. Like, oh yeah, I was talking about my savings, right? Yeah, so yeah, just the thing is there's two sides of me. One side of me is like, save up as much as you can, put yourself into a favorable situation. But there's one part of me that's like, hey, take a leap, take a chance, go there. You don't really need like the most saved up, and just, but it's like, bro, does that really make sense? Is kind of the thing here. So it's a big commitment. And also, like, bro, it's not just about rent, like I alluded to earlier. Like, you need furniture. You got to pay bills and food. And if you want to go out to eat, like, if you want to go on dates, you want to go on a date, bro, like, you go to the arcade, $10 each to get in. So that's 20 immediately. You got to get to the arcade. Maybe you're Ubering. I wouldn't have a car. And then, you want to buy a drink. You want to buy her a drink. I'm not saying you gotta drink alcohol. Like, I'm not. Hopefully, you guys don't think that think you have to drink, but it's like, and then you gotta buy games and stuff. Or actually, I think it came with games when you bought the $10 wristband or whatever. But and that's like, some people go out to dinner and stuff, which is even more money. So it's like, bro, like, this is gonna add up. But the biggest thing is just rent and utilities, and then groceries. Groceries are not cheap unless you eat like shit. But if you're trying to actually eat good food, like, bro, you're going to be paying money, because unhealthy food is cheaper than healthy food, bro. So that's kind of the thing, man. But yeah, I just wanted to make a video, kind of tell you guys about how I feel about Houston. And it's not even about the people. I mean, that's cap, bro. I was going to say it's not about the people in Houston. It definitely is. Ever since I moved back, I haven't been able to resonate with people in this area. And I'm not saying I'm better than them because I moved to Texas. Like, people like glaze the shit out of me when I say that. Like, women and guys and men, it is about, like, bro, they're like, because, bro, I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. Like, literally, when I go out, which is very rare to this point, nowadays, people like ask me where I'm from. Like, girls would be like, "Oh, where are you from? Like, do you stay around here?" I just tell them I'm from Houston, like I'm from Texas, and it's like they think it's crazy, but that's just where I'm at, bro. Is like it just felt like home. And when I left my apartment, it literally felt like I was kind of leaving my home. And it's crazy how like an apartment for 2 years can feel like that. But I mean, it was my first time living on my own, man, and I haven't gone back and actually looked at the videos of my apartment and looked at like I have like actual videos of me going around and stuff like that. But I haven't even my last night in Texas. I literally filmed a video and did that, but I haven't even looked at it once. Like no cap. But it makes me want to do things the right way. And what specifically I mean by that is it makes me want to basically forego temporary satisfaction. And essentially, to expand upon that, I feel like I'm making this way more complicated than it has to be. I'm going to edit this video, no doubt about it. Is that I want to think about long term versus short term. So I'll give you guys literally an example. So take my hat off. Looks like I just woke up and got out of bed. But in a couple of months, my hair will be long enough to braid. In 3 months, I'll have braids like literally hanging down. It doesn't seem like it, I know, but my hair isn't picked out; it's flat. So, but yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna have braids like down here, but it's like, no, I'll have braids. They'll look clean. So that's kind of my plan is spend the next 3 months exercising. Now I know I'm skinny. Yeah, look, I'm skinny, but I'm like kind of I'm not fat, but that makes no sense. I'm skinny, but I'm fat. But I mean, like, some people are skinny fat. So it's like I was drinking every weekend and I had a gut. Like literally it was like, bro, I couldn't even look at it, man. It wasn't crazy, but it was like, bro, what the hell am I doing? So then I started eating better and I started playing basketball and drinking less, and I haven't drank in a week to this point, which for a normal person is like nothing, but for someone who's been drinking every weekend since they were 18, that's crazy, right? My skin's gonna clear up, my face. I haven't done my skincare today. What the hell? I guess I'm slacking, but now that I'm editing this video, I guess I can just sit here and fall asleep. I'm so exhausted, but that's kind of good, right? I'm gonna get the best sleep of my life, bro. But in 3 months, I will have my hair grown out. I'll be in better shape. I'll have more money saved up, and I'll be thanking myself for not taking a leap of faith like this is Assassin's Creed and I'm jumping into a haystack. I mean, if I moved to Houston, like even in April, bro, like it's in like there's not much of a. I mean, yeah, no, that's cat, bro. There's a difference between April and May. There's a big difference because you could be talking about $10,000 or hell $15,000, and as soon as you move into a crib, bro, that money is going to drop quick. It's gonna drop fast, and then if you're paying rent, like you're paying $1,300, $1,400 a month, utilities, I mean, you're gonna be paying over $2,000 a month essentially for bills, which isn't like anything insane, I guess, but when you're so used to just not really paying bills and like a Friday night by myself, and as much as it sucks, it will all be worth it because I'm going to be in the city with money saved up and just a young light-skinned man with a dream, right, to do content. And who knows, man, what ultimately this endeavor will hold. But I have big plans for myself. And I wouldn't have been able to say that a year ago. See, a year ago, I just lived, man, like it was just another day, right? But now it's like I'm actually chasing towards something. It's finally not a woman. It's actually a goal. I found my love again for content creation, and my views haven't gone up in Swag Yelp, but that's just because people like algorithm means audience. Like if you post a video and it does bad, the audience didn't enjoy it. There's a certain degree of expectation that my viewers have, just like any other viewers. And it's 2:30 a.m. I am exhausted. In a minute, I'm going to bed. Are you guys able to look at someone and just see that they're tired? Do I look tired? I think we can all agree I do. Been up all day. I went to the gym, worked on content. I worked on reels, texted my friend because I want to keep that relationship going with my friends, man. Not like that, pause, but I'm just saying I'm just at a point right now where it's like I really want to get my life together, and I took such a step back the last couple of months. Fucked up, dealt with an addiction, but I told myself that, hey, look, your future's bright, kid. I'm saying that as a 27-year-old man, but it's like the talks your baseball coach, if you guys played that when you were younger, would have to you. You'd basically strike out 20 times, but he'd be like, you're gonna get the next one, man, and then you do. And that's what I kept telling myself is like, you fucked up. You know, it's the worst nights of my life, dark, miserable, couldn't sleep, felt like a failure, felt ashamed of myself. But I told myself just, I gave myself even just the slightest glimpse of hope. And it led me to where I am at now. And I want to do this for me. It used to be, I want to prove people wrong. I'm on Facebook, and I have a business on Facebook, and I get recommended women, and some of them are girls I was into, and they didn't want anything to do with me. And it's like just seeing them, and it's like it kind of fires you up, man. It lights a fire up under me. But it's like, bro, I'm not doing this for anyone but me. I'm doing this because it's my dream and my aspiration. I feel like everyone is, to an extent, is put on the earth to do something. I feel like everyone's good at something. I've enjoyed going back and watching old Swag Yelp videos and reminiscing in a sense. And it's not even just like I miss Houston so bad. That's the focal point of the video, but it's more so of just, I'm going to die one day just like everyone else. And I like being able to go back and just see my old videos and things like that. So, but yeah, guys, enjoy the video.